The biggest mistake you're making right now isn't working harder. It's not even working smarter. It's refusing to step into the one position AI can't touch: authority. Here's the brutal truth that nobody wants to admit. AI is better than you at almost everything. Faster, smarter, more efficient, more accurate. It writes better copy, codes cleaner, researches deeper, and it's getting exponentially better at every single task every day. So where does that leave you? Authority. See, proficiency is dead. The coliseum of how good are you at your job has already been conquered. AI already won that fight. But here's what AI can't do. It can't tell people what they should do in the first place. It has no skin in the game, no belief, no conviction. But you do. And if you don't establish yourself as the authority right now, while there's still time, you're going to wake up obsolete. Here are 3 truths about authority that will either save your business or expose why you're already losing. The third one is going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew about building a brand. Let me paint you a picture of what just happened. A few months ago, I needed a tripod for one of my cameras. Simple purchase, right? So I start looking, and you know what I found? More tripods than I had time to review. Dozens of options, hundreds of reviews, endless specs. I could have gone to Google, read the reviews, checked Reddit threads, compared features. But this time, here's what I did instead. I went straight to a YouTuber I trust. He had a video on tripods, over 2 years old, probably outdated by now. He said, "This is the one I use, not an affiliate link, just one that I think is the best." Done. I bought it. I was sold, didn't think twice. Why? Because I didn't need more information. Information is infinite now. I needed someone to tell me what to do. And that's the shift nobody's talking about. We're all drowning in information, and AI just made it 1,000,000 times worse. When AI generated content first showed up, it was easy to spot. Bad writing, robotic phrasing, you could smell it a mile away. Now, AI writes better than most humans. It's indistinguishable. Hell, in most cases, it's better than what I could produce myself, and it's getting exponentially better every single week. So here's the question. If AI can write better, code better, design better, research better, what's left for you? The answer is simple: authority. AI has no dog in the fight. It has no opinion, no conviction, no real reason to suggest things over another until it's prompted. But you do. If you're in business, you're an authority, whether you like it or not. The question is whether you're going to own that position or let someone else take it. Because here's what's happening right now in real time. People are seeking authority more desperately than ever before. They're overwhelmed, paralyzed by choices, buried in content. And they're looking for someone, anyone they can trust, to cut through the noise and just tell them what to do. That's your opportunity, but you have to move fast because the window is closing. Here's what most people get wrong. They think authority means influence. Big numbers, viral content, a blue check mark. It doesn't. Authority is about trust, and trust scales down, not up. Let me tell you what I mean. 3 weeks ago, I got a message from a guy named Jeff. He found my YouTube channel, which had 26 subscribers at the time. He'd been planning to start a coffee business, a drive-through cafe in New York. He needed someone who actually knew the industry. After watching my videos, he reached out. We hopped on a call. By the end of that conversation, Jeff signed a $40,000 annual contract, plus he dropped $20K on equipment from a channel with 26 subscribers. Not 26,000, not 2,600, 26. Because Jeff didn't care about my subscriber count. He cared that I'd actually built what he was trying to build. That's what I learned in the Sahara Desert, building the military base in Niger. Late nights with my buddy, eating stale care package food, sketching business ideas in the dirt. Real connections happen in small groups. My buddy didn't care that I had 0 business experience. He believed in my vision because we were in it together. Kevin Kelly wrote a book about this years ago. He called it 1,000 True Fans. The idea is simple. You don't need millions of followers. You need 1,000 people who genuinely trust you, listen to you, and buy from you. Hell, depending on what you do, you might only need 500 or even 100. I built Black Ink Coffee one wholesale count at a time. One cafe owner who trusted me, then another, then another. You can build a multi-million-dollar business on the back of a community that's not even 1,000 people strong. And here's the catch. You have to niche down. You can't be everything to everyone. You have to be specific. Service specific, industry specific, geographically specific. I'm only talking to entrepreneurs. If you're a W-2 employee, if you're a freelancer, I can't help you. I'm talking to people building and growing businesses. That's it. And when you get that specific, people know exactly who you're talking to and why they should listen. Because they see themselves in you. They trust you because you're not trying to sell them on something generic. You're speaking directly to their problems, their struggle, their exact situation. That's how you build authority. Not by being the loudest in the room, by being the right voice for the right people. And right now, with AI flooding the market with generic content, being specific is your only edge. Here's the part that trips most people up. They think they need to be Ray Dalio or Alex Hormozi, or some billionaire on a stage preaching from the mountaintop. And they look at their own life and think, who am I to teach anyone anything? That's imposter syndrome, and it's a trap. Let me tell you why that thinking is completely backwards. I have heroes, people way ahead of me. Ray Dalio wrote 3 books. Why would anyone listen to me when the most successful hedge fund manager in the world already laid it all out? Alex Hormozi has made 100 times more money than I've made. Patrick Bet-David has made 3 times what Alex makes. So why doesn't everyone just gravitate to the absolute top of the dominance hierarchy? Because the people at the top are too far ahead to be helpful. Here's the truth. The best teacher isn't the one at the summit, it's the one who just conquered the section of the trail you're on right now. Think about Jeff. He didn't need advice from a billion-dollar coffee empire CEO or that person dealing with an international supply chain or corporate buyouts. Jeff needed someone who remembered what it's like to choose your first roaster, to calculate if you can afford that first wholesale order, to lie awake wondering if anyone would actually buy your coffee. I've been there. Hell, I'd slept on coffee sacks in a Walmart parking lot just a few years earlier. I remembered exactly what kept me up at night. That's the power of being 2 steps ahead. You don't need to be at the top, you just need to be ahead of the people you're trying to help. And here's the beautiful part. There are people 2 steps behind you right now who need exactly what you know. They're stuck on the problems you just solved, struggling with the thing you just figured out, and they're looking for someone who gets it, someone who is just there, someone who remembers what it feels like. That's you. You don't have to pretend you're an expert. You don't have to have a Ferrari or a beach house or millions of followers. You just have to say, hey, I'm learning, but here's what I've learned. And that people 2 steps behind you are going to be grateful because you're speaking their language. You're walking the same path. You're dealing with the same weather, the same lighting, the same obstacles. That person at the top of the mountain, the world has shifted since they climbed. There's been a tectonic shift, a landslide, new challenges they've never faced before. But you're climbing right now. You know exactly what they're dealing with. That's your authority. Not because you've made it, but because you're 2 steps ahead and willing to reach back. So let's bring this all home. AI just killed Proficiency. The fight for who's better at their job is already over, and AI won. But here's what AI can't touch: authority. It can't tell people what they should do. It has no opinions, no conviction, no reason to care. But you do. And if you don't step into that position right now, you're going to wake up obsolete. But here's the good news. You don't need 1 million followers. You don't need to be the best in the world. You just need to be 2 steps ahead of the people you're helping. And you need to start today. Pick your platform: YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, whatever feels comfortable. And start sharing, start helping, start giving. Not to everyone, to people who are 2 steps behind you. The ones stuck on the problems you just solved. The ones struggling with the things you just figured out. They're out there right now, searching, scrolling, hoping to find someone who gets it. That someone is you. You don't have to lie. You don't have to embellish. You don't have to pretend you're further along than you are. Just say, this is where I am. Here's how I got here. Here's what I learned. And just watch what happens. Because the people who need you are already looking for you. You just have to show up. So drop a comment down below right now. Tell me where you are, what you're building, who you're helping. Drop a link to your YouTube channel your Instagram handle, your LinkedIn profile. Let this community support you on your journey, because authority isn't built alone. It's built by showing up, by helping, by being 2 steps ahead and willing to reach back. Start today or watch yourself disappear. But first, a quote I want to leave you with. Authority is not given, it's taken by those willing to lead.